You need toughness. We need strength. Obama's weak. Hillary's weak. And part of it is that, a big part of it. We need law and order. We need strong borders.
Whether it be the horrific attack in France, the inspired attacks here in the United States, the instability in Turkey that led to a coup, I think that is all a result of a foreign policy of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama that has led from behind.
Donald Trump and Mike Pence saying that it is time to stop leading from behind. Will this push for law and order be their ticket to the White House?
Good question. Joining us from Cleveland to weigh in, GOP strategist and Trump surrogate Boris Epshteyn and Republican strategist Kathy Lynn Taylor. Good morning to both of you from Cleveland. Always love having you.
Good morning from wonderful
Good morning.
Cleveland.
Great to be here. All right, so Kathy, as we were just showing in that clip, they're now defining themselves as the law and order candidates. Something that Trump has been very successful at is branding his campaign. You can define in one sentence why he's running for president. That goes a long way when you're running for a political office.
It sure does. This is a brilliant slogan at a perfect time. It's something that Donald Trump has had an extremely good penchant for doing. You know, with 4 attacks in as many weeks here on U.S. soil, 4 mass attacks and terror deaths around the world rising at an unbelievably rapid pace. Last year alone, terror deaths increased more than 80%. People are really clamoring for security, for leadership, and it's not just Americans, it's all over the world. So as Donald Trump might say, there's a huge opportunity for leadership here, and if he can lay down the law and Mike Pence can back it up with some order, they're going to be in very good shape.
You know, Boris, we've been talking a lot about party unity. How will this allow them to cross party lines, though, or will it, and bring in additional votes for them?
Of course, 60% of Americans feel less safe now than they did 8 years ago. 60% of Americans feel the country is going in the wrong direction. So obviously that is beyond just the Republican Party and well into the Democrat Party as well as the independents. We already know that the Blue Dogs and independents have come out for Donald Trump in the primaries. He attracted over 14 million voters to the GOP primary, more than ever in the history of the GOP. So you're already seeing that happen on national security specifically, on domestic security. We already know that Clinton is not trusted. We know whoever she's going to pick as her VP is not trusted because there's no one in the Democrat Party right now who has real credentials on national security and anti-terrorism. Hillary Clinton made this country much worse off as Secretary of State all over the world, and Barack Obama has made it less safe internally here in the United States due to his divisive policy. So Donald Trump and Mike Pence are the answer, and they will win on November 8th.
Well, oftentimes the secret weapons of a campaign, Kathy, can be the family members that know the candidates better than anybody. We're going to hear from a different family member each night this week. Tonight it is his wife, Melania Trump. What can she say that can help persuade voters, especially women that aren't yet convinced that Donald Trump is their man?
Well, I think it's one of the attributes of Donald Trump that voters most relate to is his successful family, his close-knit family, and his family values. And I think she'll be able to play into that very, very well tonight. You know, in the case of Mrs. Trump, clearly pretty is powerful. And as a successful career woman herself, as someone who's exercised nothing but great restraint and judgment and loyalty on the campaign trail, she could be a really smart and effective voice for tapping into family values this evening, and I think Americans are really looking forward to getting to know her better and to seeing that for sure.
And not really a voice that a lot of Americans heard, so I know a lot of people will be tuning in to hear her, for many of them, for the first time. Boris, finally, the topic tonight, of course, keeping America safe, but as we were introduced to Governor Pence, as Trump introduced him as his running mate, there's a lot of talk about the economy.
The economy is so vital, right? And you know what Governor Pence did in Indiana. He came in over 8% unemployment in just 3 years, down to under 5% unemployment. Over 150,000 jobs created in Indiana just in 3 years. That's why Donald Trump said, hey, let me take a look at the financials of Indiana. I'm a businessman. That's how in the world of business you talk about any potential opportunity. And then also, very importantly, Governor Pence, for veterans in Indiana, when he came in, that state was 32nd in unemployment for veterans, meaning one of the worst in the United States. Now it is second in employment. So really great work for veterans, which is so vital. We're seeing, unfortunately, those in the military commit some of these heinous acts, and we need that to stop. We need to treat our vets better. We need to provide them with those services that they so badly need.
And something that Donald Trump has continued to say he's very passionate about.
People just want to be safe economically and physically in this country.
All right, Boris Epshteyn,
Absolutely.
Kathleen Taylor.
We'll get that done.
Thanks for being with us, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.